So today, the first one in this lesson we're going to look at is the as soon as sentence. So the one we have here is 我今天早上一起床就觉得不舒服. So the actual sentence there, the structure we're looking at is 一 something 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 就 oops, wrong 就 something something something. And it really does mean as soon as the first thing happens after the yi, then the second thing happens. In this case, the example sentence, 一起床, as soon as I get up, 就, then what happens next? 觉得不舒服, not feeling very well. As soon as I got up, 就觉得不舒服. As soon as I got up is quite a common one. It's quite easy to use. You can actually say things like 一起床就 get there eventually. 刷牙. As soon as I got up, I brushed my teeth. 一起床就吃早饭. As soon as I got up, I had breakfast. 我一回家就 I don't know, 做功课 did my homework. Since I got home, did my homework. So the important thing to remember is 一 for the first thing that happened, 就 for then the next thing happened. So that's the first example. Let's have a look at the second one. 我觉得不舒服. Now we saw this already in the first sentence. 觉得 means to feel. 我觉得你很好人. I feel you're a good person. You might have seen the 觉 part of it in 教 from 学教 already. Don't worry. And the 的 part of it we've seen is in adverbial modifier. But pardon me, here they go together. 我觉得不舒服. I don't feel well. And 觉得 is just the same as feel in English. That's easy to remember. I feel exactly the same usage. Not particularly difficult to understand. What is different here is 舒服, meaning comfortable. I don't feel comfortable, or I feel uncomfortable. Might be an odd way in our minds as English speakers to think about how to say you don't feel well. But 舒服 means discomfort. So therefore, in Chinese culture, discomfort means illness. Something's wrong. You need to change things to make it right again. 我觉得不舒服. Not a particularly complex structure. The next bit here, there isn't much here to learn except for vocab. 头疼, literally head aches. 嗓子疼, throat aches. Important to note, 疼 and 痛, 疼 and 痛. Different types of pain. And in English too, we have different types of pain. We have an ache, and a soreness. So the tongue is a soreness and the tung is an ache. It's a different type of feeling. And even in English, I wouldn't say, I have a throat ache. Some people might say it, you'd understand what they meant. But you'd say, I have a sore throat. And my head is sore is not something you normally say either. You'd say, I have a headache or a sore throat. Coming down, 咳嗽, cough. This can be used as a verb or a noun. I have a cough, or to cough. Same thing again. Next one, 发烧. Fa is to put out, to emit. And the 烧 is fever, the heat. It's also used as a cooking term, but to emit heat, to admit fever. I've got a fever. And sheng, interestingly enough, bing is sickness. Bing, sorry, is sickness, and sheng is to be born. Sickness is born. It's arising. The rising of sickness. That's a vocab to learn. Quizlet's good for that one, but also using it in everyday life. Although I do seriously wish that you don't have to experience these unpleasant sensations. The next one's actually quite important too. This one here, 我马上带他马上带我去看医生. That's the important bit we're looking at here. Literally, kan is to look at. But we're not actually looking at a doctor. We are, in fact, going to see the doctor. So in English, you even say see the doctor, which is exactly the literal translation of this. See the doctor. In reality, we're not seeing the doctor. Us seeing the doctor is not important. It's the doctor seeing us. But that's what we're going to do. That's the term to use. I went to see the doctor. Other bits in this one. 马上, literally, on the horse. Doesn't mean she rode a horse to the doctor. It means it's from ancient times, and it means all of a sudden, in a hurry, as fast as she could, in a hurry. And dai here is to take. So she immediately, or as quickly as she could, took me to see the doctor. That's what that sentence is. And the important bit's 马上 for immediately, dai, took, and 看医生 to see illness. Last bit, 让. Rang. When I was your age and first learning how to speak Chinese, rang was the bane of my existence. I found it quite annoying because getting a grip on it as an English speaker was challenging for me. But once you get to use it and use it many times as a native person does, it's quite a useful one to learn. So, if you look in a dictionary, rang will say allow or to let someone. But it's often used in a context that make someone do something. So 让我在家休息2天. One way of translating it would be, she allowed me at home rest 2 days. But here, allow doesn't really give the full meaning of what it is. It's actually made me at home rest for 2 days. 在家休息. 休息 is a good one to remember too. Meaning to rest, have a break. Take it easy, 2天, 2 days. So 让我 made me stay at home. So the only way you can tell with 让 if it's the made me or allowed me is in the context. As from a student's point of view, even in this one, it could be I was allowed to stay at home for 2 days. But from the context itself, from if you read the passage that comes a bit later in this unit, made me stay at home for 2 days. 让. So this is a good one to keep in the back of your mind as you see lots of examples. And the more examples you see, the better of a feeling you'll get for what the word actually means.